So now I've finished my piece of music. You can see that all 5 lines are filled in. I didn't end up using the minim. I instead tried to keep mine simple for the time being. And so the rhythm is ta, ti, ti, za, ticka, ticka, za, ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, ta, ti, 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 ta, 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 ticka, ticka, ta, ah, ah, ah. That is the first part of your piece of music. And once you have done that, you need to then write it down. So what we have here is my piece of music, ta, ti, ti, za, ticka, ticka. And if you look down here, I've written it down here. So it's ta, ti, ti, za, ticka, ticka. So what we're looking at here is your piece of music as if it was written on a piece of manuscript. Rule 1 of writing music, you need to tell me what clef it is in. Here we're going to do it in treble clef. So you need to draw one of those. Make sure when you draw it that that first curl fits within those first 2 lines. When you follow it round and up, make sure that the joining part is on the second to top line. The loop goes above the line and comes down, and the dot is under the stave. That's rule 1. Rule 2 is time signature. Now here I've written 4/4. Basic reason for that is if you come up here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows. So it's 4 beats in a bar. 4/4, 4 beats in a bar. And each square represents 1 beat. So we're going to do a bit of maths. Okay, this is 1. If you can fit 2 of these in that 1, that makes them half and half, which makes 1. Za is the same colour as ta because it takes up 1 rest beat. So that's 1, half and a half is 1, 1. And then we have 4 here. So we know that it can't be half because half and half makes 1. So this has to be quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fits into 1. So we got 1, 1, 1, 1. When you break them up, you can see how they make into 1. Now down here, this one is worth 4 because it covers all 4 notes. So what you're going to do is you're going to write your first line like I have here. And when you get to the end of your line, you're going to do a bar line. And that tells the musician that that is your first bar. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in that bar. And you have to remember that for each block, it gets faster because you've got to cram more notes in for each block that's there. So that's pretty slow. This one's pretty slow. That one is a little bit faster because you've got to fit 2 into that 1 block. And this one's even faster because you've got to fit 4. So again, it's ta, ti, ti, za, ticka, ticka, za, ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, ta, ti, 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 ta, 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 ticka, ticka, ta, ah, ah, ah. And once we finish the piece, we always end with a double bar line. Otherwise, musicians think the music is going to keep going. Now you'll notice here that in this instance, I have 2 TTs. You can look in the 3rd line, TT, TT. In music, they often join together. Now I'm not bothered by this if you just do 2 of those. Don't join them together here. Otherwise, you might get confused. You've got to remember that this one has 1 line, whereas these 4 over here have 2 lines. So make sure when you're writing your music to constantly check back to your notes to make sure that they fit. Now I know that the za here looks very different. This is a fancy za. I'm quite happy for you to do this one. But if you want to take on the challenge, feel free to take this on. It's very complicated, but if you get it, I'll be very impressed.